The morning was quiet on the small human colony called Eden 7. The sun rose slowly over the silver mountains, and the children ran outside to play before the first lessons of the day. Lucas, a curious boy with brown hair and bright eyes, and Megan, his best friend with a gentle smile, were sitting on a rock watching the other kids practice flying small hover kites. "Look, Megan, mine goes higher than yours," Lucas said with a grin. Pointing at the tiny kite that danced in the wind. Megan laughed. "It's not fair. Yours is bigger." Their teacher, Mrs. Simons, called the children together. "Everyone, it's time for the field lesson," she said. The children lined up quickly. The lesson that day was about the local plants and how to survive if the weather turned harsh. As they walked across the meadow, Megan noticed something unusual. A bright ship was hovering above the horizon. It was large and smooth, with strange markings she had never seen. "What is that?" she whispered to Lucas. Lucas squinted. "I don't know, but it looks like a patrol ship. Maybe it's from the council." Mrs. Simons noticed the children staring and said, "Everyone, stay calm. It might just be a regular patrol checking the colony." But the ship did not slow down or circle. It moved directly toward the school. Alarms began to sound in the colony, a low warning hum that made the ground vibrate slightly. Teachers tried to calm the children, but fear spread quickly from the ship's hatch. Figures appeared. They were tall, with smooth skin and sharp, glowing eyes. Their uniforms were black with silver stripes, marking them as officers of the Galactic Council. One of them, a commander, stepped forward and spoke in a clear, mechanical voice. "Human children are to be taken for temporary questioning. Comply immediately." Mrs. Simons stepped forward. "Temporary questioning? You cannot take the children. This is a violation of galactic law." The commander ignored her. "Order comes from the council. No resistance is advised." Lucas grabbed Megan's hand. "We can't go with them," he whispered. Megan's eyes were wide. She wanted to run, but knew the teachers would not let them within minutes. The children were surrounded by the council officers. The teachers tried to hold them back, but the officers used small force fields to block the humans. The children were lifted into the ship in groups, their small bodies floating as if weightless. Inside the ship, the children were placed in a cold, white room. The walls were smooth and empty except for a few blinking lights. Lucas and Megan sat close together, trying to stay calm. "Don't be scared," Lucas whispered. "We have to think. Maybe they made a mistake." Megan nodded, though her lips trembled. "I hope Captain Aaron knows what to do," she said. She had heard stories of him from colony broadcasts. He was calm, strong, and clever. She believed humans could handle anything. Outside, the teachers returned to the colony, shaken and worried. They sent immediate messages to Human Command, warning them that the children had been taken. The messages traveled through the communication nets faster than light, reaching the fleet in orbit. Captain Aaron Grant read the reports with a tight expression. He had faced council disagreements before, but this was different. The council had a law. No one could harm or seize human children. And now it seemed they had broken it. "They cannot get away with this," Aaron said. He stood and looked at his officers. "Prepare a response fleet. We will get our children back, but we must stay smart. No unnecessary violence. We need to show the council the cost of breaking the first law." In the cold room on the ship, Lucas and Megan listened as voices argued outside. One officer said something that made the children's hearts sink. "The humans are fast." The voice said, "They will surround us if we don't act now." "They cannot attack," another replied. "We only need to study the children." Lucas squeezed Megan's hand. "See, they are scared. Humans are already winning without fighting," he said quietly. Megan nodded, feeling a tiny spark of hope. Back on Eden 7, the colony was in chaos. Parents gathered at the communications center, sending messages, begging for the children to be returned. The alarms rang constantly, and the usually quiet morning was filled with tension. Captain Aaron's fleet moved quickly. Two other human commanders, Laura King and Ryan Cole, joined him in orbit. Their ships formed a triangle around the council station, blocking exits and trade lanes. They did not fire, but their presence was a clear warning. Humans were serious, and everyone knew it. Inside the council station, the officers argued. Some whispered fearfully, the humans never act slowly. They always plan carefully. Others still tried to maintain pride, saying, "We only follow orders. No harm will come to the children." Lucas and Megan tried to sit quietly on the floor. Megan asked, "Lucas, do you think they will come for us?" "They already are," Lucas said. He had learned that humans had a long memory and patience for justice. "We just have to wait and stay calm," the council commander paced. He looked at the glowing map of the surrounding space. "They are surrounding us," he said. "We cannot escape. But if we return the children, it will be a humiliation." One officer spoke sharply. "Humiliation is better than war. The humans have long arms. Remember what they did when a colony was threatened? They never forget, and they never forgive lightly." The commander shook his head. "We have to hold our ground. We will not give in." The children huddled together, listening to the adult voices. They could feel the tension in the walls. Lucas whispered, "They think humans are weak, but humans fight for each other." "Even the children?" Megan nodded. "I hope they see us soon," she said. Time passed slowly. Outside the station, human ships formed a silent shield. Drones floated around, scanning every exit. Any council ship trying to escape would be noticed immediately. Captain Aaron sent a message through Galactic channels. "We demand the immediate return of the human children. The first law of the galaxy cannot be broken. Comply or face the consequences." The council commander read it, frowning. He replied in his official tone, "Your request is noted. The children are safe and under study. Further communication will follow." "They are lying," Lucas said. Megan frowned but stayed quiet. She trusted Lucas' instincts. Inside the council station, the children were given food, bland and cold. Lucas tried to eat slowly, keeping calm. Megan stared at the walls, counting the blinking lights. They made a rhythm, almost like a heartbeat. "We can make it," Lucas said finally. "Humans are already surrounding them. They will not let anything happen to us." Megan smiled faintly. "And Captain Aaron, he is the best. If anyone can save us, he can." The day passed, and the council officers grew more nervous. Reports came in of human fleets moving faster than expected. Some began whispering that they had underestimated humans. Pride had blinded them. "Maybe we should return the children," one officer said quietly. "Before the humans act fully." The commander shook his head. "Not yet. Hold the line." Lucas and Megan felt the tension. Every sound, every whisper of the council officers told them something. Humans were near. The galaxy had seen humans rise before, and it always left others shocked. "They think they can scare us," Lucas whispered. "But humans never ignore a child in danger." Megan squeezed his hand. "Then we just have to be brave, right?" Lucas nodded. "Yes, brave and smart. Humans will come." As the sun set outside the station, painting the sky in orange and purple, Lucas and Megan sat together quietly. They could hear the low hum of the ship, the distant voices of officers arguing, and the faint signals from space showing humans were already on their way. Inside, hope was quiet but growing. They were human children, and the galaxy had never seen humans give up on their own. And far above the cold mountains of Eden 7, human ships glided silently toward the council station, ready to remind the galaxy why the first law of humans must never be broken. The council station was quiet in the morning, but the tension inside was thick. The officers spoke in low tones, nervous about the human fleets waiting outside. Lucas and Megan sat on the floor of their small room, listening carefully to every sound. They could hear the hum of the ship's engines and the footsteps of officers pacing. "They are talking about humans again," Megan whispered. "Do you think they are scared?" Lucas nodded. "Yes. Humans are always careful, but they never let danger go unanswered. The council made a mistake taking us. They do not understand what humans can do." Outside the station, human communication officers were busy. Captain Aaron Grant, standing on the bridge of his ship, issued the orders. "Send a direct message to the council commander," he said. "Make it clear, return the children immediately or face consequences. We do not negotiate with threats to our young. The human officers prepared the message. It was simple and firm. The council had broken the first law of the galaxy. Humans demanded the safe return of the children, and they were ready to act if necessary. Minutes later, the message reached the council station. The commander read it, frowning. He called his officers together. "The humans are serious," he said. "They have always been careful, but now they are surrounding us. Do you understand what this means?" One officer replied, "We cannot fight humans lightly. They have speed, skill, and long-range systems that can trap our ships before we even react." Still, the commander said, "We hold the children. They are our leverage." Leverage? "They will not let this slide," another officer said nervously. "Humans are patient, but they never forget. Once they act, the cost will be high." Inside the children's room, Lucas and Megan were thinking quietly. Lucas noticed the officers' nervous voices. "Megan," he whispered, "they are scared. The humans are already making them worried. We just need to stay calm and wait." Megan nodded, trying to believe him. She looked around the white room, the blinking lights on the walls marking time slowly. "I wish Captain Aaron could see us," she said. "He would know exactly what to do." Back on the human ships, Captain Aaron discussed plans with his fellow commanders, Laura King and Ryan Cole. "We are giving the council a chance to act wisely," Laura said. "They can return the children and avoid conflict. We must be ready for anything, but we still hope for a peaceful solution." Ryan Cole looked at the star map. "Our fleets are in position. We block every exit. If they try to escape, they cannot. We have given them no easy choice." Aaron nodded. "Good. We need to stay calm. Humans are smart, and we do not act in anger unless forced. Let the council feel the pressure. They will know we are serious." Inside the station, the council officers continued to argue. Some suggested returning the children, but the commander refused. Pride and fear clashed in his mind. He did not want to show weakness to the humans, but he could sense danger growing. "We have to be careful," one officer said. "Humans do not bluff. They are surrounding the station now. If we provoke them, they may act immediately." "They are children," another officer said. "How can humans stay quiet when their young are threatened?" The commander shook his head. "We will hold the children. If humans act, we will respond. We must show them that we are in control." Lucas and Megan listened, feeling the tension rise. Lucas whispered, "They do not understand humans. Humans never let harm come to their own. This is the mistake the council made." Megan nodded. "And I think the humans know exactly what they are doing. They are making the council nervous without even firing." As the hours passed, the human fleets maintained their position. Drones floated around the council station, scanning every quarter and shield system. Any council ship attempting to flee would be detected immediately. Aaron sent another message, warning the council again, "We demand the immediate return of the children. Your refusal to follow the first law will force humans to act. We do not want unnecessary conflict, but we will not leave our children in danger." The message reached the council commander, who read it silently. He noticed that some officers were shifting uneasily. The humans were not bluffing. "They are serious," one officer said quietly. "We cannot underestimate them. If they attack, they will succeed." "Do they really plan to fight over children?" Another asked. "Yes," the first officer said. "Humans are different. They never give up on their young." Inside the room, Lucas and Megan were sitting quietly. Lucas said, "They are afraid, Megan. Humans are already winning without a battle." Megan tried to smile. "I hope they see us soon." The council commander decided to send a small patrol around the station to check for human activity. The patrol returned quickly, reporting that human ships blocked every path. The commander realized the humans had planned carefully. "They are clever," he admitted, "and they are patient. We underestimated them." Back in the children's room, Lucas and Megan tried to eat the cold, bland food that the council provided. Lucas spoke quietly, "Humans will not leave us here. They are watching everything. The council is afraid of them, even if they do not admit it." Megan nodded. "And we have to stay calm. We cannot give them a reason to be cruel. We must be brave." As the day continued, messages from other human colonies arrived at the fleet. They supported Captain Aaron, warning the Council that the first law was sacred. Many species had seen humans protect their own, and they knew the cost of human anger. "We have allies," Laura said. "Others in the galaxy see what is happening. The Council cannot hide their mistake," Aaron nodded. "Good. The more eyes watching, the better. The Council must understand humans will not forgive threats to children." Inside the station, the Council officers grew more restless. Whispers spread among them. Some were afraid that the humans might act sooner than expected. They had never faced humans at full strength in space before. Lucas looked at Megan. "They are starting to worry. You can feel it, right?" Megan nodded. "Yes, and it makes me hopeful." The Council commander called a meeting of all senior officers. He said, "The humans are serious. They have surrounded us, and they are patient. We must decide what to do. We cannot ignore the first law, even if we want to hold pride." One officer spoke softly. "Returning the children may save us from conflict. Humans are clever and fast. They can trap us completely if we provoke them." The commander remained silent, thinking. He did not like giving in, but he also feared the consequences of a human attack. Lucas and Megan continued to sit quietly, listening to every word. Lucas whispered, "The humans are not angry yet. They are waiting. They always wait, and when the time is right, they act perfectly." Megan looked at the blinking lights on the walls. "I wish they could see us now," she said. "They would know we are safe, and they would hurry." As night approached outside the station, the tension inside grew. The Council officers were still divided. Some wanted to release the children immediately, while others wanted to hold them for their own pride. The children tried to rest, but sleep was difficult. Lucas held Megan's hand. "Remember, Megan, humans are already here. They will not let anything happen to us." "The Council is afraid." Megan nodded. "I believe you. Humans always protect their own." Outside the station, human fleets maintained a careful watch. Drones scanned every area, ensuring no Council ship could leave. Messages continued to be sent, making it clear that the humans expected the children back unharmed. Captain Aaron knew the Council was testing humans, but he did not allow anger or haste. He wanted to show the galaxy that humans were patient but unyielding when it came to their young. Back inside the Council station, the commander began to feel the weight of his decisions. Whispers and warnings from his officers reminded him that humans were not easily threatened. Pride clashed with fear, and he did not know how long he could maintain his stubborn stance. Lucas and Megan sat together quietly, listening to the distant voices and footsteps. Hope grew slowly inside them. They knew humans were near, and they knew humans never gave up on their children. The night passed slowly, with the children waiting and the Council officers worrying. Outside, human ships remained in position, calm but firm. The galaxy watched, knowing that humans did not bluff when their young were in danger. Lucas whispered to Megan one last time before sleep. "The humans are coming, Megan. We just have to wait a little longer. They will save us." Double quotes. Megan held his hand tightly. "I know, Lucas. Humans never fail when it matters most and far above the cold." Glowing stars, human fleets glided silently toward the Council station, ready to remind the galaxy that the first law could never be broken without consequences. The Council station was tense and quiet, but the humans were patient. Outside, Captain Aaron Grant's fleet remained in position, forming a perfect circle around the station. Drones hovered silently, scanning every corridor, every shield, and every airlock. The Council officers knew they were trapped inside the station. Lucas and Megan were sitting quietly in their small white room. Lucas traced the blinking lights on the walls with his finger. "They are clever, Megan," he whispered. "Humans always know what is going on. The Council is scared, even if they do not admit it." Megan nodded. "I hope they hurry. I do not like being stuck here." Lucas smiled faintly. "We have to stay calm. Humans are close, and they will not let anything happen to us outside." Captain Aaron prepared his next message. He had waited long enough. The Council had ignored the first warning. This message was firm, leaving no room for misunderstanding. We demand the immediate release of the children, the message said. The first law of the galaxy is clear. Do not harm or capture human children. Your refusal will have consequences. Comply now, or face the full strength of human action. The message reached the council commander, who read it carefully. He frowned and called his officers together. The humans are serious, he said. They have surrounded us, and they are calm. This is not a bluff. We underestimated them. One officer whispered, they always plan carefully. Humans never act blindly. They will strike at the right moment. We cannot fight them lightly. We still hold the children, the commander said firmly. They are our leverage. We cannot show weakness. Another officer argued, leverage? Humans do not play games with their children. They will not wait forever. If they act, we cannot stop them. Inside the children's room, Lucas whispered to Megan, see? The council is nervous. Humans are already making them afraid. We just need to stay quiet and wait. Megan nodded. I hope they understand that humans never back down when it comes to their young. As hours passed, human fleets moved into even stronger positions. Captain Laura King and Commander Ryan Cole adjusted their ships, ensuring no council ship could escape. The drones moved closer to the station, forming a defensive barrier that could detect any attempt to flee or fight. Aaron spoke to his officers calmly. We are not attacking yet. We are giving them every chance to do the right thing. But if they refuse, we act immediately. Remember, humans always protect their own. Our young will not be harmed. Inside the council station, whispers of fear spread. Some officers began to question the commander. Maybe we should return the children. One said quietly, the humans are clever and strong. If they attack, our station will be overrun quickly. The commander shook his head. We cannot give in to threats. Pride is important. We must hold the children. They are evidence of our control. Control? Another officer asked in disbelief. Humans do not respect control when it comes to their children. They will show us what happens when their young are in danger. Lucas and Megan could hear the tension in the voices. Lucas whispered, they do not understand humans. They always protect their children. That is their mistake. Megan tried to eat the bland food again. She chewed slowly, watching the blinking lights. I hope the humans see us soon. She said softly. Outside, human ships maintained pressure. Drones released small energy pulses across the station shields, harmless but visible. The pulses were a warning. Humans were ready to act, but they still offered a chance for peace. One council officer said nervously, they are showing power without firing. We cannot escape, and we cannot attack. Humans are not angry yet, but they are patient. Patience makes them dangerous. Lucas whispered to Megan, see? They are scared. Humans are already winning without fighting. We just have to wait a little longer. Megan nodded. I hope we are brave enough to wait. The council commander called a meeting with senior officers. He said, the humans have surrounded us completely. They have patience and skill. We must decide if we continue holding the children or release them. One officer said, releasing them may save us. Humans do not forget, and they do not forgive lightly. Once they act, we cannot stop them. The commander hesitated. Pride made him stubborn, but fear made him doubt. He realized humans were not just ships and weapons, they were a force that would protect their own. At any cost. Lucas and Megan huddled together on the floor. Lucas whispered, humans will come. The council is afraid. We just have to be calm and wait. Megan nodded. I believe you. Humans never fail when it matters most. As night fell outside the station, tension inside grew stronger. Council officers continued to argue, and some secretly prepared for the possibility of human action. They began checking doors, shields, and escape routes. Lucas and Megan listened quietly. Every step and whisper told them that the council was nervous. Lucas whispered, the humans are clever. They are patient, and they are watching everything. The council cannot hide their fear. Megan held his hand. I feel safer knowing they are out there. Humans never leave their children in danger. Captain Aaron and his officers observed the council's movements carefully. They had to stay calm and precise. Humans were strong, but they also knew the value of careful planning. One wrong move could escalate the situation. Aaron spoke to Laura and Ryan. They are afraid. We can see it in their actions. We will maintain pressure, but no firing yet. The first law is clear, and we will enforce it. The children will come home unharmed. Drones continued to circle the station, scanning corridors and hallways. They sent real-time information to Human Command, revealing the Council's fear. Some Council officers began whispering about surrender, but the commander refused to admit it. Lucas whispered to Megan, "They do not understand that humans act as one. When humans protect their own, the galaxy watches. They cannot escape this." Megan nodded. "And we just have to be brave and calm. Humans will save us." Ours passed slowly. The Council commander grew more worried. Whispers of fear reached him constantly. He noticed that even minor mistakes were being watched by the humans. He realized humans were prepared for every outcome. Lucas and Megan tried to rest, but it was difficult. They could hear distant footsteps, voices arguing, and the low hum of the ship. Still, hope grew quietly inside them. They knew humans were close, ready to protect them. Aaron sent another message. "This is your final warning. Return the children now. Humans will not allow harm to come to them. Compliance is the only safe choice." The message reached the commander, who read it silently. Some officers began to argue that surrender was safer, but pride and stubbornness made the decision difficult. Lucas whispered to Megan, "Humans are patient, but they never forget. They always act at the right time. The Council will learn this soon." Megan smiled faintly. "I hope they hurry." Outside, the human fleets adjusted their positions. Small warning pulses continued to hit the station shields, harmless but clear. The Council could feel the humans' presence in every corner of the station. Lucas and Megan listened to every step and whisper. They could sense fear in the Council officers. Lucas said softly, "They do not understand humans. We will be safe soon. The humans are always ready for this moment." Megan nodded. "And I trust them. Humans never fail to protect their young." Night passed slowly, but Lucas and Megan remained hopeful. The Council commander stayed awake, thinking, trying to make the right decision. Outside, humans held their position perfectly, calm but ready. Lucas whispered one last time before closing his eyes. "Humans are clever, Megan. They are patient, and they are watching. The Council cannot escape the truth. Humans protect their own, always." Megan held his hand tightly. "I know, Lucas. We just have to wait a little longer. Humans are coming." Far above, human fleets glided silently in space, ready to show the Council that the first law of the galaxy could never be broken without consequences.